Hi everyone, so this is going to be our agenda for today for January 19th, 2021. So our essential question for the day is, what is the purpose of an argumentative essay and how do I structure it? So we're going to really be taking a look into argumentative writing. We're going to prep you all for your DWAs, which are coming up soon. So before that, we're just going to get right into it. So today we are going to focus on our do now, which is going to be your quick write for today. You guys are going to have 10 minutes as always to work on that do now. You're going to work on and then we are going to do an argumentative essay structure. So you guys are going to take structured notes on what is an argumentative essay essentially. And then we're going to do a quick exit ticket if we have time for it. Your homework is going to be a TPA EPAC organizer that's going to be due on Sunday. As always, we're going to give you guys time in class to do it, and we're going to break down, well, how do we do it? And any missing assignments, as always, is always homework. We are going to start closing assignments after 2 weeks, so you guys better get those in. Still missing quite a few. Alright, so what is argumentative writing? So in argumentative writing, you're doing just that. You're arguing. With academic language, of course. We are not just arguing for the sake of arguing. You are arguing with a reason. So you're being asked to take a position on an issue or a topic and explain and support your position with research from reliable and credible sources. So you guys are not just using things like The Onion or The Inquirer. You guys are using reliable, real sources that help you as a writer have a strong position. So I included that meme right there. The guy, you're going to essentially change his mind. He's going to have a stance and you got to change his mind. So what is argumentative writing? So argumentative writing, I feel like it's important to tell you all, it's around us all the time. The purpose of argumentative writing, it's to have the audience seriously consider or at least switch to your side of the argument. We always want to have people switch over to our side of the argument, if not at least understand what our argument is. So in today's world, some of the basics of argumentative writings can be seen or found in things like PSAs or public service announcements. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Smokey Bear. Their argument is to make sure that you prevent forest fires. But they're also to inform, to help solve conflicts, and to really just defend your ideas. When you have a stance or a position on something, you want to be able to defend your ideas. And in the case of the world of academia or academics, you want to defend your ideas with writing. So here, we're going to get into the parts of argumentative writing. There are 3 main parts. You're either going to be writing 5-paragraph essays just to have the structure. Oh, there are many ways to write, but this is just one way so that you guys have at least another tool in your belts when it comes to writing. So this is the first part, the introductory paragraph. So the introduction, it has an intro, so you need to have a hook, a tag, or context. You need to make sure you have that hook that captures the reader's attention, something that makes them go, wow, I hadn't considered that. Then you need your tag, which is your title, author, and genre. Usually you're going to use this if you're introducing your evidence or just kind of what some of your claims are. And then your context. So what is some background on this topic? Then you're going to go in and you're going to make sure you include your thesis statement. So you're going to take a stance on the issue and back it up with 3 general reasons. Usually this thesis statement is 1, maybe even 2 sentences long, and usually is at the very end of the introductory paragraph, which I'm sure many of you have seen a thesis statement. Usually it's at the end. It does not always have to be, but that's a good recommended place. Your stance or your argument should be clearly stated here. So if you were arguing pizza versus ice cream, you would say ice cream is the best because, and then list those 3 general reasons. Sometimes I've seen people will list the 3 reasons first and then put their stance. But we want to focus on that first one just so you guys can develop that structure. Then maybe we can play around with it later in the semester. Alright, so second part. That was the first part. This is the second part. Body paragraphs. So you're going to have 3 body paragraphs. Remember, this is a 5-paragraph paper that you guys are going to be writing. The first paragraph is that introduction. Your next 3 are going to be your body paragraphs. These body paragraphs should all contain TPA EPAC and your citations. So we're going to go into TPA EPAC because that looks like quite a bit, and then and then your citations. But this is kind of what they will look like when you guys are going to start working on our graphic organizer later this week. So I want to prep you for that. All right, getting further into it, body paragraphs, TPA, EPAC. So all three of those body paragraphs are going to contain your reasons. So if our argument was ice cream is better than pizza because it's cold, it's sweet, and there's lots of flavors. So each of those reasons are your paragraphs. So our first reason would be it's cold. So that's going to be our topic sentence. While pizza is often served hot, ice cream is cold, perfect for any weather, or something like that. You want to make sure you have your claim right there. Why does that reason? What is that reason for why ice cream is the best? Then you're going to make sure you have your evidence for that. You're going to have your paraphrase, and then your analysis. Remember, guys, that's your sure inference. And then you're going to find another piece of evidence for your claim, and you're going to do the same thing. Another paragraph, another analysis of evidence, and then a concluding statement. So really, all you guys are doing is that EPA, you're just doing it twice. So that way your argument is solid. We don't want tiny paragraphs. We want these nice, very well constructed paragraphs. If you guys forgot what TPAC is, I put it right there on the side. Alright, so once we get through those three body paragraphs, and all three of those are going to have the TPAC, EPAC, we're going to work on counterclaims and conclusions. So our counterclaim, this is the opposing argument. This is where you say, while some people like pizza because it is warm and gooey and savory, they would be wrong because. So the counterclaim is where you're acknowledging your other party. You're being courteous as a writer and saying, yes, I see your point of view, but here's why my point of view is better. This is why my point of view is the stance everybody should take. So the counterclaim is really where you accept the other arguments, the other party's argument, but you're going to really state your own. You're really going to use this time to emphasize why your side is the best, why your stance is the best. So when you're stating why your side is the best, that's the rebuttal. That's just you using that evidence or that claim that really just disagrees with the counterclaim, and it strengthens your argument. Remember, your goal is to weaken that main argument against you with your reasons and evidence. And then lastly, you're going to have your conclusion. Your conclusion is where you're going to restate or you're going to paraphrase / summarize your thesis statement. You're going to say what you already said in the introduction, you guys. You're just going to restate that. But this time, you're going to paraphrase. You're going to say it to somebody who has never heard your reasons before. Do not copy and paste your thesis statements. I do not want to see thesis statements here. Here is where you paraphrase it again. You say in summary, and then that's where you kind of break into it. Remember to include the importance of your position. You are the writer here. You are influencing your readers. So you want to make sure that you have that important position. And then lastly, our exit ticket for the day. This is going to be a bit of a long day, you guys. I'm sorry, but we got to get through this. So your exit ticket for the day is, what does TPA EPAC stand for? If you were paying attention, I'm sure you already know what slide it is, but for those of you that didn't, topic, sentence, evidence, paraphrase, analysis, evidence, paraphrase, analysis, conclusion. So that's your TPAC EPAC. I'm sure you guys are going to do great, and I'll see you guys in class tomorrow.